Now, multiple families are figuring out not only where they're going to sleep tonight, but whether or not they can even rebuild their homes. Thanks so much for joining us at 6 o'clock. I'm Tanya O'Rourke.
And I'm Craig McKee. It's the severe weather that caused major damage in Springfield near Dayton. The National Weather Service confirming a tornado hit the area this morning. 3 other tornadoes have also been confirmed.
WCPO 9 News anchor Brett Bagansky is live for us in Springfield tonight. Now, Brett, you spoke with the family. They were trapped inside their home.
This is where the Stewart family lived, and they were kind enough to let us this close. So it's going to take you here of what happened this morning. So John was working out like he does every single morning right here. This is usually where his treadmill is. That's when severe weather was coming. You could see the damage. The treadmill's all the way on the other side of the house. So his wife went to come get him. They knew they had to get their kids out, and they ran up the stairs. Obviously, the stairs aren't there anymore, and that's when their roof collapsed.
Was trying to lift the roof up to get to our 3-year-old's bedroom. The wind is taking it off of me.
It's dark, it's loud, and just as John Stewart gets up the stairs to get to his family,
My wife and my 3-year-old, she had got into the bedroom before me and laid on her, and that's when the tornado took all the furniture and the walls.
John's 3-year-old daughter, wife, and 17-year-old stepson are all trapped underneath what used to be their home.
The biggest problem is we was having a hard time accessing it due to the debris that was on the roadway.
Fire Chief Dave Nengel said the family's lucky to be alive. He said the first call came in as downed power lines, but that turned into multiple calls about homes that collapsed that appear to be from the confirmed tornado from the National Weather Service. John told us everyone in his family is out of the hospital and is okay.
My wife has a pretty gnarly bruise. I told her that that's her saving her child bruise, man. I don't have one of those.
Wednesday afternoon, John and his wife walked around what used to be their home, wearing borrowed clothes, and looked around seeing what they could save. Their cars have broken windows. A metal piece went through the hood of their Jeep. Besides a few Reds bobbleheads and some stuffed animals for their 3-year-old, unfortunately, they're not able to save much, including hundreds of Dave Matthews posters that John had been collecting over the years.
I look at it like this: if we got the worst of it, I think we're pretty lucky. I mean, it sucks, but I pray we were the one that got the worst of the whole thing.
You know, John is still in really good spirits. I just spoke with him a few minutes ago. They're still trying to have that sense of normalcy. You see, he's the assistant principal of an elementary school for Springfield City Public Schools. So, you know, he wants to go to school tomorrow. He wants his kids to go to school, but obviously they're dealing with quite the situation here. So really the next step for him is getting in touch with their insurance company to find out if they can rebuild here. We are live in Springfield tonight. Brett Bagansky, WCPO 9 News.
Your heart just goes out to those families. Thank you, Brett. Yeah, the impact of last night's severe weather is also being felt where that tornado tore through a portion of the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. In fact, you can see some of the heavy damage here and some of the debris left behind. Officials saying the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force's restoration hangar and several other buildings were damaged. Base safety personnel are assessing that damage.
Ohio Governor Mike DeWine made his way to Springfield today to connect with the community and to tour the damage in the area. The governor spoke about what he felt made the difference here.
Tornadoes are a very, very scary thing. I think one of the things that we have today that we can be very thankful for is much better warning system. And I think we always do an after-action review, and I'm sure that Clark County is doing this, but will do it, but certainly looks like the notification was working the way it should be working.
Let this stand, though, as a reminder about how severe weather can strike at any time, and you really do have to be ready.